Ever wonder how some coaches quietly hit $5 million without flashy tactics? I doubted I'd ever get there until I found a simple, repeatable strategy that's worked for 750 others too. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your existing strength to grow your coaching income. No social media, no hype, just the real steps to your first 10K. But first, let me share something that might surprise you. The coaches who succeeds fastest aren't the youngest or the loudest. They're not the ones with the most followers or fancy websites. They're the ones who stop waiting and start using what they already have. Because here's what I learned after training 750 coaches. Every day you doubt yourself, someone is not getting the help that you could provide. Every moment you think, I'm not ready, your ideal clients are struggling without you. But today, that changes. Let me show you exactly how to turn your existing relationships into your first $10,000. To start, do you know why most coaches over 40 fail? Because they ignore their biggest assets. I had a student, a successful business owner, tell me, Peter, I've been in business for 30 years, but I think I'm too old to start coaching. So I asked him one simple question. How many people have you helped for free over coffee or over lunch? He laughed. And then he said, well, hundreds. Within just 7 days of reaching out to only 5 of those people, he landed his first $5,000 clients. Why? Because he had already made deposits into his trust accounts. They already trusted him. Here's your first step. Right now, think of one person who already comes to you for advice. Write down their name. That's your starting point. But let's be honest, one $5,000 won't get you to 5 million. What if I told you there's a way to turn that one conversation into multiple clients without selling and without convincing? This next method might just blow your mind. Because most coaches try to convince people to work with them. But what if the secret is getting them to convince themselves? One of my coaches went from charging only $30 per hour to starting charging $6,000 for a coaching package in just one conversation, without selling, and again, without convincing, without any pressure at all. In fact, the client actually asked him, how can I start? How can I pay you? Can I start today? I was amazed and I asked him, what did you do differently to go from $30 to $6,000? And he told me, Peter, all I did was listen deeply for 45 minutes. Then I asked one powerful question that helped them see something they never realized before. Their client went silent. Then they finally said, I have never thought of it that way. When can we start? In your very next conversation, try this. Listen carefully for what's really keeping them stuck. Ask questions that uncover what's truly holding them back. Then simply say, based on everything you have shared with me, I can help you with this. Now you know exactly how to connect deeply, but how do you gain confidence to charge premium prices like $6,000 when that voice in your head keeps saying, who am I to charge so much? You don't need more certifications to charge more. You need this one realization. One of my master coaches kept telling me, Peter, I'm not ready yet. He said this for 3 years. He kept taking more courses, earning more certifications, believing each one would finally make him ready. Then I asked him one simple question. How many people have you already helped for free? He went quiet, then he laughed. Hundreds. I smiled and I said, well, so you actually been coaching for years. You just haven't been charging. At that moment, the realization hit him hard. You don't become ready by waiting. You become ready by starting. Within just 30 days, he signed 2 clients, each at $6,000. Right now, write down this question. Who have I already helped transform? Write down those names on the list, and that list are proof that you're ready right now. No, you're connecting deeply and charging confidently. But here's how you multiply your impact and your income without working yourself to death. Your clients are walking around with your next clients in their pockets. One of my students came to me and felt discouraged. She said, Peter, I only have 2 clients. I'm stuck. And I said, perfect. Ask those 2 this simple question. Who else needs this? She hesitated, but trusted the process, and her first client gave her 3 names. All 3 became paying clients. Those 3 brought in 7 more. And in just 90 days, she went from 2 clients to 12. She texted me and said, I can't believe it was this simple. After every session you have, ask, who else in your world needs this? But there's one final shift that took me from thousands to millions, and it's the opposite of what every business guru tells you. Working harder won't get you to 5 million. This will. A coach came to me exhausted and said, Peter, I have 30 clients paying $200 each. I'm burnt out. I asked her one question. What if you only worked with your top 5 clients? She panicked. I'd go broke. But we raised her rates from 200 to 2,000. Yes, she was terrified. But guess what happened? Her top 5 clients happily stayed. She went from earning $6,000, working 60 exhausting hours, to $10,000, working just 15 focused hours. 6 months later, she messaged me and said, Peter, I just took a full month off. My business is still running. I finally have a life. And calculate this right now. What would you need to charge to work with only your 5 dream clients? You've just seen exactly how I built my $5 million coaching business. But knowing the strategy is just the beginning. The real transformation happens when you see it in action. Now let me show you precisely how my client Gary earned $12,000 in his very first month. With just 2 clients. No funnels, no ads, no social media stress. Just genuine, simple conversations. Click here and watch Gary's story right now. See you there.